Hello, welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I am Tina. Today I'm doing a book review of Brigands Breadknives by Travis Baldree. This is a cozy fantasy from Tor Books. It's coming out November 11th, 2025. I received this arc from NetGalley in exchange for a fair review. I am absolutely shocked that I got one, so thank you so much, Tor. Thank you. Just like The Nightmare Before Christmas, Brigands Breadknives is a midlife crisis story. Nightmare is both a Halloween and a Christmas movie, just to divert for a second. And yes, Jack the Pumpkin King is having a midlife crisis. That is the whole point of the story. He's bored in his life and he wants to change. You know, there's an emptiness in his bones. I could sing it, but I won't. Instead of buying a sports car, though, he steals a holiday. To be a middle-aged skeleton man, just ruining holidays for your own self-fulfillment. To be clear, I love the movie. Now, what am I actually talking about? Brigands Breadknives. It is a fun, action-filled story that continues to expand the Legends and Lattes world. I promise, this is a real book review. I've got all my rambling out already, I think. So what is this book about? Fern has weathered the stillness and storms of a bookseller's life for decades, but now in the face of crippling ennui, translates herself to the city of Thune to hang out her shingle besides a long-absent friend's coffee shop. What could be a better pairing? Surely a charming renovation montage will cure what ails her. If only things were so simple. It turns out that fixing your life isn't a one-time prospect, nor as easy as a change of scenery and a lick of paint. A drunken and desperate knight sees the Ratkin waking far from home in the company of a legendary warrior surviving on inertia, an imprisoned chaos goblin with a fondness for silverware, and an absolutely thumping hangover. As together they fend off a rogues gallery of ne'er-do-wells trying to claim the bounty the goblin represents, Fern may finally reconnect with the person she actually is when there isn't a job to get in the way. If you enjoy Legends and Lattes or Bookshops and Bone Dust, you will like this. Do you need to read them before this book? I would say that yes, it's a good idea to at least read Bookshops. Fern's character is developed in that book, so this book I would think would work better if you read that one first. Also, Bookshops has my favorite character in all of the series, Satchel, my skeleton boyfriend. So if you're watching this to see if you can jump into the series here, I would say if you already have the book, you can read it and not be confused as to what's going on, as the theme, doesn't require previous study. But you'll get more out of it if you read the other two first. And do read them because, they're so good. I actually did like them better than this one, though that's not to say that this one was by any means bad or kind of like a step down. The book is just so easy to read. The descriptions are clear and the dialogue is fun. There are way more fight scenes in this book than the other two, and they are great, with lots of action and high stakes. I really enjoy that because I do love typical fantasy as well as cozy fantasy, so that was kind of a cool blend. That being said, this is not a high fantasy. The world building is not extensive. There are no politics, no high stakes on a grander populous level. And while there are clearly printing presses and coffee machines, the primary transportation is horses, and most towns are rather pastoral. There are a variety of fantasy world species and magical elements, but at least in this one, no wizards. Right? Or was there a wizard? No wizard main characters anyway. The characters are fun as usual. Fern, she's the foul-mouthed ratkin, and she is a delight. She is not a warrior, and she is out of her depth, but she is so determined to understand this ennui she feels that she clutches onto danger, even if she doesn't understand, what she's doing. She just, like Belle in Beauty and the Beast, she just wants adventure in the great wide somewhere. She doesn't know why or, what to do about it. And the guilt she feels. Baldree did an excellent job with her character because you understand her dilemma and could empathize with it greatly. Especially if you're older than, 35, like I am. Yes, older than 35, I'll say that. The other characters were fun, but I wasn't, in love with any of them, mainly because Satchel has my heart. But I did like them. Asterix was a badass, but her personality was very walled up. This made sense, and she softened over time, but I kind of wished she and Fern's dynamic had a bit more repartee. Asterix was a little one note, I guess. The Goblin Zill was fun as a chaotic element, but I could have used a bit more of her too, kind of doing more kind of wacky things. And while I thought Bredley and Nigel, two other characters that I will not explain because I don't want to spoil it, were great, it was hard for them to carry a scene, and I can't really explain that, but yeah. There is a minor love story, but that's not the focus. It was cute, though. The plot is minimal. The main gist is Fern traveling with Asterix on a bounty mission, but enough interesting things happen along the way, and the story moves at a fast enough pace that you don't really need a complex plot. This is probably the least complex plot I've read for a long time. And that's not bad. And there are a couple little twists here and there that were fun and kept the story moving in a way that felt natural. So that was good. Overall, again, a very cozy and fun story. If you like the other two, you will enjoy this, satchel or no. It's just like a warm hug, these books. They're just like so delightful and just such like so fun to read. And I hope that Baldree keeps writing them, because I will keep reading them and I will keep requesting arcs and hopefully getting them. So yeah, thank you again so much to Tor for the e-arc. I really, really appreciate it. And thanks for checking out this review.